Hi, welcome once again to the beginning of the end. We are in episode 11 of our look at what's happening on earth during the tribulation, at least this part of the series we are. And so the Bible talks about some natural disasters that will occur on earth during this period of the tribulation. Let me go run through those with you, just so you're aware. Revelation 6:12 says, "Behold, there was a great earthquake." It also says the sun became black as a sackcloth of hair, and the moon became like blood. Well, that means that the sun will turn black and the moon will turn red, and great earthquakes will be common. When Jesus died on the cross, the whole earth became dark at midday. When Egypt was judged, there was a blackness at night. When the Lord came down at Mount Sinai, the mountain was shrouded in black clouds. The prophets as well said darkness would occur at the beginning of the tribulation period. And so there is, as part of the tribulation, a moment where the sun will turn black and the moon will turn red and earthquakes will be commonplace. Now, when I got up this morning, I'm happy to report to you at the time of recording that has not happened yet. And that's very good news. That means that right now, we're not in the tribulation. That's good. Second of all, in Galatians 6:13, it says, "And the stars of heaven fell to earth." The word star is the Greek word aster, which refers to luminous bodies in the sky other than the sun and the moon. Now, clearly, these stars are not the distant stellar objects we know as star, but probably more like groups of asteroids, perhaps. But stars will fall out of the sky. In prophecy, that's one of the things that will happen, things to look for. Revelation 6:14 says, "Every mountain and island was moved out of its place." And so this is intriguing because the mountains and the islands are going to begin to move, probably when the asteroids hit the Earth. The possibility is that the Earth's crust will be so disturbed by the impact that great segments of it will actually begin to slip and slide on the Earth's mantle. According to Dr. Henry Morris, those living in the regions where such shifting will take place will observe the heavens appearing to move in the opposite direction as if they're being rolled up. And so the mountains and islands will move. The ocean will become blood. In Revelation chapter 8, verses 8 to 9, it explains that a great mountain burning with fire is cast into the sea. The sea will become blood, and 1/3 of all sea life will die. There will also be a destruction of 1/3 of all the ships. The far-reaching implications of these judgments are beyond our ability to understand. When you read things like that, you can't get where it's going. Someone has reasoned that the oceans occupy about 3/4 of the Earth's surface. So think about that. If that is true, and it probably is, then the extent of this judgment is huge, and the pollution of the water and the death of so many sea creatures will vastly affect the balance in the ocean, and that will take place in 1/3 of the saltwater bodies of the entire world. The ocean will become blood. And then, lastly, it says the water will become poison. Freshwater supplies will also then be affected. They will become bitter. And the result of that is that many people will die. Revelation 8:10 to 11. The instrument of judgment will be the great star that is labeled Wormwood. This literal star or meteor hurtling through space will approach the earth. Sweeping along the surface of the earth, it will turn 1/3 of the water on the earth into a deadly poison liquid. It will affect rivers, springs, and wells. The condition of the world will radically change. And that is just a precursor to the second coming of Christ. And so the bad news is, this is going to be bad. And these are signs to look for. And Jesus lays them out for us. John records them, and they're important to understand. But the good news is, if you're a follower, is you know how the story ends. And as bad as that is, during the tribulation, the good news is that that simply means that Jesus is wrapping up world history, and it really is the beginning of the end. I look forward to joining you as we continue our series and look toward the end of time from where we are in time right now. Until then.